channel. Today I'm going to be doing a friendship reading between Twice K-pop girl group members Mina and Momo to see what kind of friendship they have or what do they think of each other. While watching this video, please keep in mind that this is all for entertainment purposes. I don't claim to know their thoughts, their feelings, their friendship or their connection. I'm just telling what my cards are pointing to me. Take my words with a grain of salt, not as a literal fact, because my interpretations might be completely incorrect or completely wrong. So yeah, without further ado, let's start. We will start off with current, future and past connection. Okay, what is the friendship or what is the connection between Mina from Twice and Momo? I got two cards. I'm going to take those. What was the friendship between Mina from Twice and Momo was like in the past? In the past, going to take the top card and one more. Mina and Momo friendship in the past. I'm going to take this one, and this one goes right here. And finally, what will be the future connection or future friendship between Mina from Twice and Momo? Future. Okay, these two. Thank you. And I'm also going to take one card from the Oracle. In this case, what is the current friendship between Twice member Momo and Twice member Mina? This one. What was the friendship between Mina and Momo in the past? This one. And finally, what will be the future connection between Mina and Momo? Way too many cards. What will be the future connection or future friendship between Mina and Momo? Mina and Momo. Okay, thank you. Okay, so let's start. What is the current, connection? What is the current friendship between Twice member Mina and Momo? Interesting. For the current friendship, I got the card of Five of Swords and the card of Five of Pentacles, and from the Oracle I got the card of Caution. Right off the bat, I do think that currently, as I'm making this video, there is something that both of them have, maybe like a fight or a conflict situation, like some sort of disagreement about something, maybe about the future, about the scheduling. Someone is not particularly happy at each other's toes, but I do think that they could be really great friends, because if you are willing to say what you are thinking, that you disagree with the opinions, I do think that, or disagree with advice that other person is giving to you, I do think that signifies that there is a friendship, there is like a deep bond, like a family. I do think that they view each other as a sister, for example, as your relative of some sort. But I do think that currently there is some sort of distance and some sort of disagreement between them. And I do think that disagreement, now that I think about it, might come from, like your friend is trying to look out for you and suggest you, like, don't have a connection with someone, like be really cautious because I have a bad feeling about this person, and you just completely ignore their advice of some sort, and do what you do. Is there, I'm actually do not keep up with with Twice I just listen to their music, but I don't know what is happening behind the scenes. Is there a chance that Mina is still, having these mental health issues, or like these anxieties? Because Five of Pentacles showcase, some sort of isolation, some sort of injury, mental health struggle. And I do think that is there are both of them introverted type of people, because I get this feeling like, or maybe one part of this friendship um, is introverted type of person, and it's really difficult for them to open up. It doesn't have, even if you are really really close, it's really difficult for that person to express how they feel and their emotions. And I do think that that is the case currently. What was their connection like in the past? For the past, I got the card of Two of Wands and the card of King of Pentacles, and from the Oracle I got the card of Detachment. Right off the bat, I do think that in the past they definitely were good friends, and I do think that they connected throughout the fact that they had similar goal, and that goal, that mission that they tried to accomplish was, to get famous, to get the attention of the public, to be and gain materialistically. I also do think that, if I'm not mistaken, they are not from Korea, so they do not have that language barrier between them, but I could be mistaken. Please, if you can guys, please clarify that in the comment section below, because I do think, because Two of Wands is somehow you entering a new stage in your life that you always wished for, and but what is separating is the fact that, overseas, the language barrier. And I do think that what they connected on is the fact that, or maybe that they had to had each other's back, because they felt bad, and miscommunication sometimes can be a really big problem. And I do think that they were there for one another to translate what is saying, to get a fair deal of share, just be there for one another when things are tough. And I do think that they succeeded, and their friendship was really really great in the past, because they had this mentality of detaching from outsiders, from outsider people, and just, hang out with one another and be there for one another. Because if they were really cautious about who they let into their life, maybe they had some sort of, situations where they trusted one person and that person turned out to be bad. And I do think that, and they had their heart broken because of that. And I do think that they chose this, to be there for one another, to be, always be together as a group, as two people, as two friends, because they were afraid to let other people into their life. And hence why I do think that they build this friendship, this trust between one another, because they simply had all the resources and all the timing, to be there for one another. And what will be their future friendship? For that, I got the card of Ace of Wands, the Hierophant, and the card from the Oracle, Resourcefulness. I do think that in the future they could still be really great friends, and I do think that what both of them will really like, maybe in the future both of them will want to travel somewhere, maybe like Japan, like other countries, for example, outside of Korea, they will both connect on that fact. Mm, and I do think that as long as they both are in the same company, in the same group, I do think that both of them will continue to be really great friends, be there for, make each other laugh, for example, just somehow make you forget your thoughts and anxieties and things that you have in your mind that make you stressful and nervous and so on, because I do think that both of them will have the same goal in mind. And even if things are tough, I do think that both of them will connect on that fact that, you know just be there for one another, because you know I do think that there is this mentality, oh, we have gone through so much, in our friendship, in our uh, time as we were idols, and I don't want to let go of those precious moments. And there is even a chance that both of them will turn to, you know I do think that their friendship is like a bit traditional, and there is even a chance that both of them will connect, have friendship, somehow be involved with religion. I can't understand what is the reason for that. And I do think that their friendship could set and some sort of example for younger, idols, for younger people, just in general, people who support them, to have like the same type of friends, to be there for one another. Yeah, that's what I think. Now let's move on to thoughts. What does Mina from Twice think of her fellow member Momo? What does Mina think of Momo? What does Mina think of Momo? And one more card. What does Mina think of Momo? Thank you. And one more card from the Oracle. What does Mina think of Momo? From Twice, K-pop girl group. What does Mina think of Momo? What does Mina think of Momo? One card. Okay, thank you. Okay. So, for Mina's POV, for Mina's thoughts on Momo, I got the cards of the Magician, the Nine of Swords, and the card of Knight of Cups. And from the Oracle, I got the card of Sun in Scorpio and Dorrance. Right off the bat, I do think that Mina thinks that Momo has endured a lot of tough times to get where she is currently. Maybe she was going. I do think that this endurance is the training life before she became an idol. How much she had to showcase her talents, how much she had to give up, how much she had to change and learn to become what she as this amazing and showcased dancer idol in her group. And even if after she debuted, her, Mina and Momo, had to endure so much, like from mismanagement to being overworked, always having schedules, no time to sleep, no, like even like the dieting was super hard. And she acknowledges the fact that, and she really admires that Momo did not give up, that she endured all those pains, all those you know, thoughts and all those negative feedback from people who, you know, think that they do know what they're talking about, but in reality they do not, always hating and so on. So she really admires the fact that Momo is so mentally strong, and she does compare her own situations, you know, even if Momo if Momo went through this and did not give up, I will also try to be as strong as her, and I also will try to I don't know why, but I almost get this tear. I almost like have tears in my eyes. I don't know why. Like, they've gone through so many things in their life, which is really really beautiful, and I do think that like both of them have this sort of the same goal in their life, you know, to become famous, to be a K-pop idol, and they had to go through so many situations that not many people will go through. They simply will give up throughout and like say and wave the white flag as I can't do this anymore. But both of them endured this. Both of them struggled but came out with their head held high. And I do think that for Mina, friendship with Momo is super super important in her life, both for her mental health and both for her, well-being as a person, to have those people who you can, mm, just simply talk to and your day brightens up. And I do think that sometimes Momo can be a tough cookie to break. She is very brave, in Mina's opinion, and someone who she can, have conversations. I do also get this feeling like overseas. Like, are they both like Japanese or from other countries? Not Korean. I don't know why, but I get this feeling like they connected through when they couldn't understand Korean when they were learning. They had each other's back and they were looking out for one another, not to get manipulated and so on. So hence why she will not give up this friendship with Momo, even if you will try to ask her that, because no, they are best friends, they are sisters, and that's how it is. Now let's switch. What about Momo? What does Momo think of Mina? What does Momo think of Mina? One more card. What does Momo think of Mina? I'm going to take this card. And one more card from Oracle. What does Momo think of Mina? One card. This one. Let's see what cards did we get. So, from Momo's POV, I got the card of Six of Pentacles, the card of the World, and the card of Seven of Pentacles. And from the Oracle, I got the card of Resistance. I don't know why, but I get art elements. Like, it's all about, practice. It's all about order. Things have to, have schedules. There is a need for planning. If this is like plan A, plan B, plan C for whatever situation. For example, if you are traveling, at least that's what I get from Momo's perspective. Mina is super punctual and super in need for stability, if that makes sense. But also I do think that from Momo's perspective, Mina is someone who is not very liked by her company. Like she always gets what is leftovers, not the main thing. Like somehow things are not even because I got the card of Six of Pentacles. Like injustice in a way. Maybe she was mismanaged in a way, at least from Momo's perspective, or she doesn't get enough lines, enough screen time as she deserves, at least from Momo's perspective. Because if you actually pay really close attention, Mina is very talented. Mina is very good looking. She does attract attention. She does have fans, but she doesn't get the time or the attention that she deserves. And I do think that from Momo's perspective, Mina is someone who is super hardworking, and she is a bit materialistic. She does care about her material well-being, and I do think that that opportunity to go go in center, for example, have the most lines in song, is somehow at times Mina can be a bit hard on herself. You know, she doesn't believe in herself enough. That's what I get from Momo's perspective. You are very good looking, you are very pretty, you are very talented. Why are you like so hard on yourself, for things that aren't in your control? Maybe she wants control of her life and she doesn't get that because she is an idol, and that's where things start to crumble, because she feels like she is like some sort of marionette played by other people, and she doesn't have enough power to say no. Yeah, she is very resistant, and sometimes she can be a bit too stubborn for her own well-being. But she is someone who works super hard, and she deserves all the love and all the attention, but she somehow is resistant and thinks that she doesn't deserve, for example, gifts from fans or attention from fans. Oh, they're just being nice because I'm also part of the group. They only paying attention because they have to. Somehow those thoughts, like those insecurities, show up from Momo's perspective. But I do think that she is Momo, or not sure. But she somehow feels like this need to protect Mina, to always look out for her. And I do think that Mina, for her, is like, it doesn't matter what their age gap is she thinks that Mina is like her little sister who makes her laugh, for example, who both of them can have great time, but she also needs to protect Mina. Maybe she is like, Mina is introverted type of person and Momo is not, or at least she can have more connections and open up more easily than Mina. Yeah, that's what I get. I don't know if that made any sense, but I tried my best. If you have any thoughts or comments or any feedback about this reading, please leave them in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.